Harmeet Dhillon being President Trump's pick to lead the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice. She's been nominated for the Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights. This woman's pick, holy cow, as I'm looking into it, and I heard her speech that she just gave. Holy cow. I want this woman to get this job. This woman, being the Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights, will help Americans, all Americans. I loved the speech. You may not like the speech, but hey, I love the speech, and I'm going to play a part of the speech that tells what her goals are. This is a woman who got attacked because she led a Sikh prayer at the 2024 Republican National Convention. She got attacked by people like Nick Fuentes, Lauren Minsky. I don't even know who these people are. Stu Peters. They attacked her because she led a Sikh prayer. Folks, we should have the Sikhs in our corner. These are an amazing group of people. Their culture is amazing. And for her, hey, this is somebody who's going to do amazing things. But let's let you hear this speech. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
Now, many of you may have heard that I have had the privilege of being nominated by President Trump to head the Civil Rights Division of the United States Department of Justice. Thank you. Thank you. It's a little unusual situation because the people who worked the hardest to make this happen and are being asked to serve in the government, we're actually, if you're going up for Senate confirmation, you have to be, a little bit reticent about your remarks. So those of us who are out there on social media constantly have had to dial it back. That's why many of you have been complaining that all I'm doing is posting knitting pictures recently. I've gotten a lot of complaints about that, so I'm sorry, but that's by orders of the transition team. So just know that if I'm blessed to be confirmed by the United States Senate, that content is going to change. And we're going to be talking about the issue that I'm most passionate about in my career, which is the civil rights of our great nation. And I can't talk about what I hope to do with the guidance of my two bosses, President Trump and Attorney General Pam Bondi, but I can tell you my vision, I think it's out there, of what civil rights is in this country. And I've spent my life fighting for the free speech rights of American citizens, dating back from my college years to today. Parental rights are civil rights in the United States. Children have rights in the United States to be free from predatory adults who seek to shape them in unnatural ways. Voting rights and the right for each of you to have your vote be counted equally and fairly and once, and everybody else is the same way, those are civil rights in these great United States. And I've always fought for those rights. And there's so many others. The right to free and fair access to education and housing, and the rights of the disabled. These are all important federal civil rights. And so I hope and pray that I'll be able to serve in that capacity, but regardless, for the rest of my...
Now, NBC had a little bit of a thing about her. Let's see here. She sued the city of San Jose on behalf of Trump supporters who were attacked by counter-protesters, saying that city officials' inaction was colored by political viewpoint considerations. Dhillon also represented a Google employee who was fired after he circulated a memo arguing that men are naturally better suited for tech jobs than women due to biological differences. Google paired open hostility for conservative thought with discriminatory practices that harm white men, she wrote in a lawsuit against tech giant. During the COVID pandemic, Dhillon filed multiple lawsuits challenging Governor Gavin Newsom's stay-at-home orders on behalf of business owners who wanted to remain open and religious leaders who wanted to hold services. As opposition to pandemic restrictions grew, Dhillon's advocacy earned her national media attention and tied her ties to Trump. More recently, Dhillon defended ex-Fox News host Tucker Carlson in a gender discrimination lawsuit brought by a former producer. She currently represents a California woman suing Kaiser Permanente over gender-affirming care she received as a teenager and later regretted. This is who he picked. And let me tell you, this is the right person for the job. Oh, and if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment. And I've got a link tree down below that's got my social media. And it has my Patreon if you want to help out. Thank y'all. This woman's going to be getting attacked because, oh, she doesn't follow the progressive thought policy that should be in the Civil Rights Bureau. No. We need to focus on the civil rights of Americans. Voting rights. People don't seem to understand anymore that the Constitution guaranteed the rights for every individual that is a citizen of this country. The most minority person is the single person. It doesn't matter what you are or any of that. If you are a citizen of this country, you are guaranteed rights. Minority groups are something completely different. Civil rights are for everybody. Everybody has civil rights in this country. And not everybody has been getting them. And don't tell me that it's a trans, because you take a look at these people that are being defended for stripping, these guys that are stripping down naked in women's locker rooms. All they have to do is say, oh, I'm trans. You're being transphobic. Or other similar stupidities. This is a good pick, in my opinion. It's time that we start recognizing that minority is the single person, no matter what your skin color is, no matter what your religion is. The Constitution was written in a way to say that the individual person has to have their civil rights. And there are so many times that civil rights are taken from the individual for these minority groups to have more power. That's the way it is. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.